Hello friends. In this video there will be a keyboard replacement on a HP Pavilion dv6 laptop. What does a laptop look like? Now I will disassemble the laptop to replace the keyboard and also tell you which keyboard should be installed and how many types of manufacturers I met. There are original keyboards, but they are not in Russia. There are average quality and there are terrible quality that are not even worth buying. And so I removed the back cover, and here you need to unscrew the screws next to which the image of the keyboard is located. There should be a screw in this place too, but for some reason it is missing. I will find a replacement for it during assembly. I have now unscrewed the keyboard and now it needs to be removed. To do this, turn over and open the laptop. Next, use a spatula to remove the keyboard. This laptop now has the original keyboard. It has not been changed. This will be the first time. This keyboard has very small latches and it fits the case perfectly in size, and this is our original. There is a cable under the keyboard. Unfasten and remove the cable. This is what the original keyboard looks like. Now let's figure out which one is worth buying and which one is not. First, let's look at the original keyboard and see what it looks like. It is glossy. The keys are almost glossy. The edges of the keys are almost flush with the plastic frame. The gap between them is minimal. It is immediately obvious that the quality is good. There are also no holes on the volume down button and on the caps lock key, as well as on the Wi-Fi on button. The holes are covered with transparent plastic. I'll show you closer that the buttons where the LEDs are covered with transparent plastic. Now let me show you which keyboard you shouldn't buy at all. Pay attention first of all to the letter Y. Look carefully at how it is applied. Do not buy such a keyboard. Next, look at the buttons with LEDs. They just have holes and no transparent plastic. This keyboard is much wider than the original keyboard. You will have to grind it down on the sides so that it fits into its seat. The keyboard is much larger than normal and therefore you will have to grind down either the seat or the keyboard itself. Otherwise, it will be an accordion and it will simply be impossible to use it. But there is a keyboard of average quality. Let's take a closer look at it. Here the letter U is applied normally, like on the original, but the keys are a little matte. Let me show you what the difference is in the letters on the keyboards. Here, where the letter is applied more correctly. It is of average quality and it costs more than the one with the crooked letter U. The average quality keyboard is not much less than the poor quality one, but still a little more than the original keyboard. But it can still be installed, albeit with some difficulty. I connected the keyboard and let's check it. It is necessary to check all the buttons because sometimes it happens that only some of the buttons work. Absolutely every button needs to be pressed and make sure that they all work, otherwise after installation you will not be able to return the faulty keyboard to the seller because you have already installed it. I have already connected the cable and checked the keyboard. Now you need to unstick the double-sided tape. It is designed to glue the cable to the metal of the keyboard. But I do not recommend you do this because you can bend the cable and thus the keyboard will stop working. It is enough to simply bend it and insert it into its place. A poor quality one will not fit into the hole at all, but this one will fit, but with difficulty. Let me show you. First, you need to insert it into the lower part, then the left part of the keyboard and then the right part. Now you need to bend the keyboard a little inward so that it fits into its place. Next, we insert the latches into the grooves. Done. The keyboard is installed. Finally, we insert it into the upper part. There are still small waves, and you can see that the keyboard is a little bigger and does not fit perfectly into its place. But this can be fixed because we will screw it from the back side and thus press it down. After installation, you need to check the keyboard again while we have not yet screwed it in. As you can see, the keyboard dangles a little. Next, turn off the laptop and turn it over and tighten the screws. Disconnect the power cord, close the lid and turn the laptop over. Next, tighten the screws that hold the keyboard. If your screw does not screw in like mine, it means that the keyboard needs to be pressed down a little and then screwed in. Done. The keyboard is screwed in and then you need to screw in the back cover. First insert it to the left and then down. Otherwise you won't be able to do it. That's all, friends. We have replaced the keyboard. This is the original keyboard and this one is just terrible quality. Pay attention to the letter U. This keyboard will not fit into your laptop at all. And there is a medium quality one that I have installed now. It works great. But it is slightly larger than the original and installing it will be more difficult than the original. Therefore, the only thing better than the original is the original. I hope the video was useful. Don't forget to put your thumbs up and see you in the next videos.